Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Jeanette Barrow here. I'm a medium and a channeler. Welcome to your weekday daily card reading where we dive into the cards, see what's in store with a message from Spirit. It's Friday today. This has been quite a week. Lots of duality, polarity, like within. There have been some solar flares, like I mentioned on Wednesday. And there's so much happening energetically right now, and we're being led into the full moon on Sunday. So on December 15th is a full moon. So there's a lot going on. Mercury retrograde as well. Mars retrograde. And oh my gosh, I'm almost at a loss for words. At the same time, this is all so beneficial. So that's why it's like highly polarized right now. Like there are a lot of challenging or triggering things, whether it's events in your life, anxiety feelings just simply from the energy, maybe active dream state, not sleeping very well, moon energy, like there's all of that, but all of that comes with a purpose. And this is what Spirit keeps talking about, is the purpose behind it. And the purpose is to really help you have clarity on who you are and how far you've come. That's the purpose energy behind it. And so if we can root ourselves in that, we can see the beauty through the ups and downs or the chaos. And I know that's something I've been trying to focus on too. And I'm seeing it though, while still feeling it. So it's a very interesting path to walk right now of like seeing the blessing, but carrying the burden, if I could put it that way. So all to say, if you're feeling all the feels, I get it. There are so many that are going through the same thing, but again, it is giving you, yeah, that's fair. Spirit's showing me right now this image of like almost walking through fire, and the fire is burning off all the pieces that don't need to be there. And very soon, if not already, you're going to be emerging from that fire cleansed and renewed. And so it's a fire that is only meant to burn off the things that you no longer need. So very interesting. Very interesting. All right, so let's see what the energy is in the cards. I'm going to finish off the week with the Awakening Avalon Oracle deck. If you want to deck yourself, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's see, Spirit, what do we have here? Oh, interesting. Spirit's like tread lightly, but don't slow down. So I almost see this imagery of like run on your tiptoes kind of thing, but don't stop. Like tread lightly, don't slow down. And the tread lightly to me feels like don't get stuck in the mud of old energies, old drama, old whatever, old ways of being. Don't get stuck in the mud, which is why run on your tiptoes, tread lightly. And definitely don't slow down, because this energy is not meant to have us move slowly. It's meant for us to flow with it. You know, like I talked about that river imagery. Be the leaf in the river, not the stick. Okay, so Spirit, what do we have in the cards to carry us into this weekend, into this full moon on Sunday in Gemini? Ooh, interesting. Let's see. Take one more. Very interesting. Okay, I love this. This is really cool. So first things first, what we can do is create sacred space. So this says, honor yourself in the divine. Create sacred space for self, like even how you dress, how what you're doing with yourself. Like for me, for example, I wanted comfort this morning, so I am wearing one of my favorite sweatshirts, right? I didn't want to mess with my hair, so my hair is up in some fun bun thing, right? Throw on some earrings, feeling good, but I'm honoring the comfort that I want. Right? So that's creating sacred space on myself. At the same time, you can create sacred space in your environment around you. Maybe that's like decluttering your home. Maybe it is creating an altar in your home. Maybe it is smudging like we had earlier, right? Like be conscious of your spaces, including your own personal, and make it sacred. Because then you start to make your life sacred. And then it's honestly easier. When you start to make your life sacred, it's easier to find the silver linings in some of the more challenging energies or life events. So create sacred space. I really like this. This is like a big, bold piece for the weekend. Create sacred space for yourself this weekend. I think that's fantastic. Once you've created that sacred space, practice the pause. Now this is interesting. So this card says practice the pause, feel if you are on track. And this is not a practice the pause and slow down your momentum of growth, like Spirit was saying, like tread lightly but move fast. But this is like creating this sacred space here and practicing a pause to realign all your energies in the sacredness. Like use the spaces you're creating or with self to pause and recalibrate your energy so that you're keeping your perspective in the highest alignment, right? That's where that pause is. And in that pause, there's an invitation to breathe, right? Breathe, pause, and breathe. Catch your breath. Use your breath to come back to self, to come back to that center, to find that sacredness within you. Come back to that. There's a real benefit because then we have claircognizance. And this is tap into your intuition. This is like divine knowing. And this is so true. This is what I was talking about. Within these energies, although it's very polarized, if we come back into self and align with our authenticity, we can see and know and understand the whys. Why is this happening? What is this bringing for me? What am I transforming into because of this, right? It allows us that space. And when we pause for a moment and breathe, catch our breath, in this energy that we create as sacred, we can gain so much information in there in just divine knowings, both from your own intuition and also from Spirit. So there's information available in the fast-moving energies when you create these pockets and you pause in them for a moment. And I really love this because Spirit's like, this is exactly what we're talking about with the duality. Things are moving fast, keep the momentum, but pause to find your frequency. Hold on to that frequency, anchor into it, keep going in the momentum. And I want to say the reason why is that there is also such big shift energy in the galactic level of things, which I will be talking a bit about in Cosmic Consciousness next Wednesday night. So you can sign up for that if you want to know more about what's coming in 2025. Also some messages and a direct download from a pretty significant galactic about what's happening right now. And this energy moving into the moon is really big and purposeful. There is, we had the 12/12 portal. Again, so much happening. And even today being Friday the 13th, I mean, really Friday the 13th is not what Hollywood's made it out to be. It is this like mother energy, this divine feminine energy. And so there's a nurturing and a comfort and a grounding in this polarization right now. And so you can tap into that. But to tap into that, we have to get almost neutral. And that's interesting. Look at the color scheme in all the cards today. It's all neutrals, right? It's all neutrals. So I think that's quite interesting. So there's lots of parts to this message today. Again, because these are general messages, take the pieces that resonate and release the ones that don't. If it doesn't resonate, it's not meant for you. But the pieces that stick out, ponder that and utilize that information for you with this claircognizance this weekend to come into deeper understanding of who you are and a greater freedom of who you are becoming, but who you are being. So I'll leave it at that for now. Thank you all so much as always for joining me. Happy Friday, everyone. May you have a beautiful weekend. Use this moon energy on Sunday to release and express whatever you need to, whether it's in writing, in conversation, in chant, in song, movement, however it is, release and express, because you're going to take all of the energy this week and you will see how much you've used it to transform and be that newest version of yourself after the moon. So have a beautiful weekend, everyone. I'll see you on Monday.